Hello everyone, so welcome back for another live stream. Let me just have a look. 1 second. Right. There we go. So let's get some music on. Oh really? Funk's professional. Anders, crazy guy. Anyway. Anders. Right. Music. You're pretty fast into the live. I'm not even started, and you're already here. Yeah, this is better. All right, let's go. Refresh. So we've got some little challenges, tasks we can execute. Open close trade on XRP, LTC, Mon, Sol, Bitcoin, Doge, Avant, ETH, Pepe. So we're gonna try get a variety of trades today. Everything is down today except from Asta and Avant. So I think Avant was also one of the futures that we had. So for now it looks like a downtrend is kind of forming, something like that. So if we could actually get a sell off of that and go for like 0.1434, 0.1434. 1434. I feel like we need a pretty big move for Avant to actually get any kind of profit. 421. Oh, that's 0.1421. Stop loss. Let's go 0.1456. I don't know, trading on like these smaller, futures, it's kind of like you don't have a lot of leverage, do you? Look, 10x leverage. You go on Bitcoin, Ethereum, you've got 100x maximum. Solana's got 75. And then Solana's got 75. Ethereum had 100, same as Bitcoin. So ideally, I think we had a little challenge as well there. Did we have one for Solana? There we go. Yeah, open and close the trade on Solana. So we'll go with 50x. I think that's what we normally go on with Bitcoin anyway. So. We could expect kind of a reversal here. So about there. You could either go through this level if we have enough momentum, and if not, then we could realistically see a reversal back up, which is kind of what it looks like it's it's doing. So now we could realistically get a trade and set it at 87.33. 87.33. How long would that take to form? So that's been about an hour or so. So we could actually do that. Let's get a long position on there and see if that's our target. Then we can put that. Let's put it there just to be safe. That would put us at a 3.5 ratio. So realistically, we can take it. So if we have now the stop loss 85.55, that would give us an $83 loss. That's pretty good. So we're gonna take that. I don't think we took it. Stop loss 85.55. That's here. And then we had it about, oh, it's already been taken. I don't know why I didn't see the position. Right, Solana, that's for Solana. Bitcoin, Ethereum, what do we have? Let's skip that. We've got a big downtrend at the minute. It's kind of doing the same thing where it's hit this level. So we could expect the same thing to happen for, you know, both coins. So say if Solana goes through that level, then we could obviously expect Ethereum and Bitcoin to do the exact same thing. So it's kind of pushed through that level pretty. Right, where was we at here? I mean, the lowest it has peaked to was, where the hell has it gone? Oh no, that's the lowest for Solana, that is. For Bitcoin, I don't think that's is that the lowest price it's ever been? No, it's not. 23rd of March, that was 3 days ago. So it's kind of doing the same thing. Trying to break through this level. This level is pretty strong though. So we've got a horizontal line. That's pretty strong. So that's a pretty strong support level that we've got. So say we went based off of this candle, this red one. We already have a couple touching. Here, here. That's like a, yeah, that's a good indication. So if we go here, does perfect, just nearly perfect. But the thing is, we can now realistically expect a reversal if he doesn't go through this level. Even like, you know, back up to this level, or even all the way back up to here. So the last time we traded, I believe, was about here somewhere. So the price did just dip for like $24. As you can see, let's have a look on the lower time frame. So That's Bitcoin. No. Right, so this was our entry price. I believe it was about here somewhere. Yeah, so roughly here. It dipped slightly, and now it's kind of come above that level. So it does kind of suggest that there's a indication that we're going to go for that reversal. It's kind of, you know, come to that level of the previous one here, as you can see, and it's not obviously broke through. I think you'll need quite a lot of strength to break through that one, because this, like, look at the size of this candle, it's huge, and I think even in the 1 minute time frame it's pretty big. I'll go 5 minutes to find out where it was. Like, look at the size of that candle, it's massive. Like, this big movement was all in 1 minute, so obviously 1 minute for each candle to form, so that is a very, very, very big move. So we saw that in obviously all the futures, so yeah, so now we can just kind of look at the price and kind of wait for the price to come back up to that level, because it doesn't look like it's going to break through this level that we had at the bottom here. So yeah, you see this big downwards movement, and then we have some resistance here. I mean, we could potentially break through, but it has got to that level, and now it's slowed down. Like, the movement isn't as sharp, because if it was to break through, then this candle would have been a bullish candle, sorry, and it would have broke through that structure, because there was quite a lot of momentum, like quite a lot of strength going and going, but then that resistance is there, that level is there, so the price kind of, so the level kind of rejects the price in that case. So if we were to zoom in, sorry, then you can see it's kind of still wanting to do the same thing, but we're not going to get too worried. We're going to look at Bitcoin. What has Bitcoin got for us? Nothing too fantastic. We don't really have much to go off. It just looks like a big downtrend to me right now. Like, we've kind of got the peaks here. Well, we have got the peaks. We've got the peak here, here, and then here, and then going down, we kind of have it, but for some people it may be harder to see. So we've got one here, and then here, here, and then here again. Like, you can see it based off of that orange indicator. So if I were to get a brush, we would have one here, and then that's the low. Let me just change colours because it's getting a bit confusing. What can we do? Black, white? Yeah, I think white's better. What the hell is this song? It's like a shit version of a rap song. Oh, this was a good one. So, let me just redo that one. So we'll have one here, and low there, high there, low there, high here, low. It's like a smaller low. but it's still kind of there. High, low, high, low. So you can see the downtrend, like it's a high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. You kind of get the point. So it's like that. Like that. It's like a snake. But we need to find like where it was, like where it would stop. I've got to get rid of all of them. Bruh. Right, so now we kind of have to analyze where the price would either stop or continue. Like, is there anything that where the price would like come to and it would obviously stop, or, you know, make a reversal, turn around, the price would go the other way, or is that like a level where it's not too strong, and could the price actually break through and continue that exact way that it's currently going? So based off of this, we can see that the next level that we had when we had this downtrend going, this bearish downtrend, would have been around here. Would have been around this area. As you can see, this is another area where we had a downtrend and the price made that reversal and went for that uptrend, sorry, as you can see. And then coming down, this would kind of be like a level where the price would have a bit of struggle to go through. And then it's the same thing here. So we have price accumulating, and this would be a pretty strong area as we have a massive move in the market here. It's not like insanely crazy, but you know, that is a pretty big move considering the size of this candle. It's pretty big. So we went from a price of about 68,500 to a peak of 71,400, well, 500 pretty much. So that's like a 3k increase in about the space of 15 minutes. And that is pretty, like, you know, it's pretty crazy. So for this to happen, there would need to be something strong in the market. So say like a limit player. So this was at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is a very reasonable time for something like this to happen. It would be odd if it was happening in, like, I don't know, 1 in the morning, or, you know, something like that, because this is a time where most people are working. So it's not obviously such a big surprise as, you know, it's during open hours, like peak hours. Peak hours from normally from like 12 to about 6ish, 5ish. And as you know, 4:30 we have that US market open. So the US market open was about here. So this top bit here, this was the US market open. And as you can see, an hour later, well, 2 hours later, the price comes from, so about here, this candle exactly is when the US market opened. So what we had was a kind of like a reversal in the price. So you see it continued up, it went past its previous peak, and then now that we had the US market open, it came back down. And then it kind of continued for a little while, didn't obviously go past these peaks, and now it kind of stayed the same. And now it does appear that it's on that downtrend, but it's having a bit of trouble breaking through this area here. So what we could realistically expect is a movement back up because I don't believe it's going to have enough momentum to get through this level here. And from the looks of things, that is currently what's happening. That is for Bitcoin, of course. But for Solana, we have a bit of a... what have we got? It kind of looks like the price is kind of accumulating. So it's just consolidation. So from the moment we locked in that trade, it was about here somewhere. Yeah, just out here. So the price dips, comes back up, and now it's just consolidation. Consolidation is just another word for a sideways movement. So currently, the price is kind of like on a, what's it, like a balancing board or something. I don't know if that's a way to put it. It's like, shall I go this way? Shall I go that way? Because the market players are keeping that price exactly in this area. So you can see not a lot of up and down movement, not going bullish, not going bearish. It's just kind of staying in this same level. Ah, my days, this music, man. It's like I'm in a horror movie or something. Anyway, horizontal line. So it's kind of staying in this like little tunnel. So what we can expect now would roughly be that the price kind of generates enough strength for a move, either in a bullish direction, which would be up, or a bearish direction, which would be down. And going down, you would need a lot more strength and momentum because of that level that we previously talked about. But a move upwards would seem kind of easier, as that level is there and the price kind of, doesn't have to go through that level, just to make a reversal. So that's that. These two lines here are just like a little representation of what I was talking about. They're not actually support and resistance levels. They're just, just an example. So we had some other. There we go. Execute a trade with at least 50x leverage. Done it. And then you get your little boxes, as you can see, which is pretty cool. So, what else have we got? We can have a look at some other coins. So, say for example, Doge. What has Doge got going on? Right, Doge had, so the max for Doge is obviously 20x. As for Doge, I am not seeing much movement. If we were to go in the higher time frames, it's kind of at the same level. All these futures are going to be at the same level. So yeah. We just, have to understand, because some of them do, differ, like slightly. Some of them are a little bit different, like the movement-wise. So what's going on with Solana? It seems like it's dipped quite a bit, so let's have a little look. So we're not too worried until around this area. If it goes past this area, then we could be in for a break of that structure and a solid downwards movement. So this is kind of like the next level to watch for. But it does seem like, look, you got the two bigger candles, two big bearish candles, so we could actually be breaking through that level. But if it kind of stops here, then that would kind of show us a weakness. And if we go for a 30 minute, we can have a look at a solid support level where the price could actually, you know, bounce from. So by the looks of it, it looks like it is, let me just get the magnets. Say we have there, that would give us a false break, and then a confirmation of that would be this green candle here. It's exactly bang on that level. So that would seem that the candle, if this candle touches this level and comes back up, then we have a you know, like a confirmation that the level is there. But if it goes through, then we might be cooked. But it looks like it's touched the level and it's you know, coming back up. And now it's broke that level. So we have, I've just exited by market. But at the same time, false break could be, you know, the deal. So currently what we've got going on is like a fight a little bit. But what we could see is a break, and the price actually does end up moving through that level. But then where would it go? How much further would it go? That's the question. What? So currently kind of looks like a false break. But that's if the price does end up coming back up to this level here. Then it could be a false break. But if not, and the price does continue that bearish downwards movement, then that would kind of give us a you know, like a confirmation that it's actually a true break in that case. Yeah, we're gonna close up. Not liking that at all. So if we are to look at Ethereum, then we would, what would we see? It's kind of at the same level. So you see it kind of hasn't broken that structure yet. Well, that is the 4-hour time frame, obviously. It's either like normal, like, you know, chill music, or it's just like crazy hardcore hard style or something. Crazy. Market structure wise, it looks a bit sloppy at the minute. It looks kind of all over the place. I'm just trying to understand if it's going to break through this level or not. But by the looks of it, it looks bad. It looks bad. Kind of wants to break that level though. Bitcoin, same kind of scenario. But I believe Bitcoin, that candle has touched. Say if we went from this one here, it has touched. Yeah, so this next candle looks pretty far. Well, not pretty far. I mean, it's the level's at 68k and the price is at 68.3k. So we could have another try of you know, trying to break through this level finally, but it doesn't seem to appear that way. And if we are to look on a wider time frame, say if we got this M and we look for the same pattern, so say if we find an M with like a strong starting, so we can then kind of count the probability of that happening again. So it's a pretty It's a pretty interesting structure, not gonna lie. We had a little bit of a similar one. But it's got to have something like this, so where we have a bottom here, and then that bottom goes through, you know, that level. So it could look something something like pretty hard finding it. I want it as close as possible to the current like situation we've got right now. So apologies. So, Bitcoin in mid-2019, June, September 2025. June 2019, that is 7 years ago. That is crazy. So, 25th, 23rd, 2019 mid. So 29, yeah, 2019. Got 21, 20. 2019. June, September. Kinda sus. What, so say if we go all the way back to the start, you're telling me that's the same structure, is it? I'm not seeing it. Is that the M? Is that the M? Is that not the M? I'm not too sure, but it kind of doesn't look like the M. Ah, I see. I see what you are seeing. So if we were to look at previous times that the market structure was similar to this, well, that we've currently got going on, we have a, oh my god, I'm actually going to write an email to this place. Music's shocking. So in 2019, we had the cleanest match for this current market structure. So we have a big move up, sideways chop, multiple fake breakouts. And result is swept high first, then hard down movement for 40%. That is crazy. Early 2021, before the mid-cycle crash, strong rally, range around highs, retail extremely bullish, result final push up, liquidity grab, then a 50% crash. Minus 50% that is. Late 2021 top formation, choppy structure, near highs, BTC holding while alts weaken, very similar to now. Result small push up, then full bear market. Early 2024, post ETF pump, huge impulse, messy consolidation, what we've currently got going on. Narrative driven ETF hype, result fake breakout, then a sharp correction before continuation. So 4 out of 4 times price did not break cleanly upward. Instead, liquidity grab, tapped breakout traders, everyone thinks this is the move, and then a reversal, deeper move. Sweeps downside liquidity, shakes out weak hands, then the real trend begins. So what we could realistically be expecting right now is a liquidity grab right around this area. So about here. So out of those 4 out of 4 times this has happened. So what are the chances it's going to be a 5th time? Someone please tell me. 100%, that's right. So what we can expect now, realistically, is a price up to 68,900. So if we were to enter that, we would take 69,900. Oh, got some acidy. Anyway, enough for that. 68, I need 68, not 69. And we'll do 68, 150. 68, 150. Well, that's not good. We'll do 300. I mean, price currently at 600, so if we were to go down to 568, 500, a loss of 22, I think that's doable. That's a 1-to-3 ratio as well, which is pretty good. So we take that trade. So realistically, based on previous analysis, oh my god, it's like this one was a good one, I think. Yeah, this one was a banger. Bit, you know, hardcore, but a low-key banger. Anyway, you guys can definitely see my screen. Yep. Just making sure. So, based on previous analysis that we had. So the direction of the first big move is the direction of the first big move is actually wrong. The second move is the real one. So now, I mean, as we have a 100% chance that this is going to happen, it kind of, you know, seems a little bit unusual, but if it's happened, so if out of those 4 times it has happened every single time, then what do you think is going to happen on the 5th time? It's most likely going to do the same thing. So your chances are, you know, a lot stronger doing the same thing that has happened before in the market, but 4 times that is. That is for Bitcoin, of course. So relating this to now would be a current structure of Bitcoin holding, Ethereum weaker, narrative strong, and price choppy. You can see how choppy the price is. Consolidation, a peak, no there's like no downwards trend, nothing. It's just like we've got like a bit of an M shape here, and then a downwards move, and then it goes slightly up, consolidation, another peak, and then a big downwards move to that level that we had, and then now it's coming back for a reversal. It's kind of cooked. It's not good. Yeah, price very choppy. Look, big candle here. And if we look at 1 minute time frame, I believe it looks worse. So what we're expecting here is like a liquidity grab. You can see from the 30-minute time frame. This is kind of the only area that we'd expect a liquidity grab. And then a downwards movement. So yeah, what we're currently expecting is the price to come up back, you know, up to this level here, and then hopefully what we'd see is a break through this structure here, kind of this level, and it will just right. So if we were to look at the same thing, we have late 2021, early 2021, 2019. What are we on Roblox? There we go, finally a good song. So June, September 2019, the 14k, post 14k top. That was before the 14k top. So if we now went to the start of literally Bitcoin, that was before the 14k top. So here we have 10k, 12k. So the 14k top was post. Post is after June the 1st, September 2019. How can that be correct? Post 14k top. What? That is let me just have a look on so why can I not see Bitcoin? What is this rubbish? I want to see Bitcoin where it first started. So now give me a 1 week weekly time frame. There we go. That chart didn't go back enough. It went only to, there we go, September 19. So it just went back to September 2019. So we needed the September 2019, that was post 14k top. So in this area here, if we were to have the rest of the data, there would be like a 14k top around here somewhere. So now if we do go onto a trading view, then we would see what is happening. So this was the 14k top. So but realistically, that is a 20k top. So but it still fits you know, the criteria. So let's go all the way back. So really, Bitcoin was made in what, 2014, Monday the 1st of December 2014. Very cool. Oh, there we go. That's that first peak, innit? No, it's not. Would that be that 14k peak? Let's have a look. Not quite. Let's get a horizontal line on it. So, I mean, 13,83868. Sorry. Yeah, so that's invalid. 2018. We have 2019. September 2019, right. Keep an eye on that trade just in case. So we have September 2019. So from June the 1st to September 2019, which is March, April, May. So I believe this is kind of the structure that we've got going on. Kind of like, you know, that M that we've got in that other structure, that M. And then it comes back up to get that liquidity grab. And then from there on, shit, it goes down a lot. Oh, bruh. Well, all the way down, peaks up a bit, which would be kind of here again, and then it goes all the way down for a low of 4,000. So from a peak of nearly 14k, we have, you know, we have that M, that choppy movement, consolidation, and then a big downwards move to that 4k. Okay, that's the first one. Multiple fake breakouts above 12k, July and August. There we go, there's August. That's that fake breakout we have. So the move was from about 10k to 6k. 35% well, fallen away. So minus 35%. So that is from a high of 10k. We'll leave that there. Anyway, you get the point. So now we have a look at 2nd of January, May 2021, pre-crash distribution. So we have 2021 of 2nd of Jan. Where's that? Jan. That's the 1st of Jan. 2nd until May. January 2021, Bitcoin pushes into 40k. That's here, 40k. That's that first ever time Bitcoin has ever been at 40k. There, look, we have that same M. The same M that we had previously, and then the one that we've got currently. So, and then this is obviously the second one ever, obviously. So then we have that push to 40k. January to April, a range between 30 and 60k. So from January to April, let me just get this back again. April, so we would stop about here. Let me get a different colour. Right, so this is where April. This is April, and we have a range between 30 and 60k. So yeah, that's very correct. So 60k here, 60k. Yeah, so it does drop obviously below here. So 30, and then let me actually get a better. Let's just get this looking a lot better. So what's going on with that trade? It looks like it's a bit of a sticky spot. I think this might be that liquidity that it's trying to get here. That would be crazy. But that's in obviously the days to come. Like we can't really base that off of. We could go for 62,600. 62,600. Yeah, it would be a very long trade though. 73,740. 73,740. Yeah, that's not good. 15-minute time frame. We need to kind of get the perfect, you know, time. Well, no, you can never really get the perfect time, but what I'm trying to say is kind of like we need to find that place where we definitely think will be the right position. So I have exited that trade. We're going to leave it for now. We're going to continue analysing the market and the things that happened before. So let's get back to this. We'll get rid of all this squiggly doodles, all this doodling on the brush. So I'll make it so you guys can kind of understand exactly where I'm coming from. So we'll do some text boxes, and yeah, so it's all nice and clear. This just looks horrible. There we go, we can just do that. Right, so post that 14k peak we have here. June to September 2019. So let's mark out, okay, June to September. About there. So this kind of area here. And then we go from June 26th. So let's get the text box out. June 26th, 2019. BTC tops around 13.8k. There we go. That's that. Can we pick it up? There we go. So that is here. There. Very clear, very good. There we go. July till September, choppy price from a 9 to 12k. So here we have 12. It's pretty choppy. Bit of consolidation in this area here, but overall not very trendy. You know, not really much of a structure. So you can call that choppy price action. So choppy price action in that area. So June 26th, this is this peak here. You can see Wednesday 26th, June 9, 2019. That's when the price peaks. So then what happened is we have multiple breakouts above 12k, July plus August. So this is above 12k. Here. That's above 12k. And then we have a fail to hold every single time. So multiple breakouts above 12k, and then we have failures to hold them. And then from September 24th, which was here, we have a breakdown. So it's a move from 10k to 6.4. So it's about 11-ish. Oh no, we've got 10.4. 24th, 10k. To about 7-ish. So it's a 35%. Like what is the point of a song like this? Where am I gonna use this song? Please tell me. Sounds like what are we in? Sounds like we're in Hotel Transylvania or something. I swear this happens every single time. Oh my days. That'll do. That'll do. So back to our what we had going on. We have that kind of M shape as well, you know, that M shape that we've currently got in the current market. Then it kind of comes back up and, you know, tries to go for like it's like a false break. Doesn't hold it. Multiple times. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 candles there, and it doesn't hold. Comes back down, and then there's that 35% decrease in the price. 35%. So that's the first one. Then we have kind of this structure here. So from about here, that's the 1st of Jan, this candle here, we have a push towards 40k, so that's here. That was the first time obviously ever Bitcoin was ever at 40k, so yeah, that's what we have here. That's at 40k. That's that first ever peak for 40k. So then we have from January to April, range between 30 to 60k. Jan to April, price range between 30 to 60k. Then what we do, we have key moment, April 14th, 2021, breaks ATH, all-time high. 14th of April, that's here. Let's get rid of that. Do we have that kind of same structure? And that is here. So it breaks all-time high. Looks like a clean breakout, but then it does seem to be a liquidity grab. As you can see, looks like a pretty clean breakout, liquidity grab. Looks like a clean breakout, liquidity grab, and that is here. Clean breakout, liquidity grab. Let me mark that with a box. Liquidity grab, and then we have a big move down. Kind of the same, pretty much the same kind of scenario what we just had. Kind of like a breakout, and then liquidity grab again, then continues downwards. You kind of see it a bit better now. Got that M kind of thing, that M shape. We've got kind of one here. If we were to stretch that out, we need the brush. See, there's an M there, and then kind of got the same kind of M here, but then it's also a uptrend. that we have here. So we have one there, one there, one there, one there, and then this one doesn't count because then that's on the like a downtrend, so it switches, so like a reversal. So we are deleting that. Delete. So yeah, looks like a clean breakout, liquidity grab, and then price goes very bearish. And it's moved from 64k to 30k. Move from 64k to 30k. That is more than 50% really, isn't it? 50. Is it percent 50 or 50%? Percent 50? Percent. Oh, I've lost my head honestly. Percent 50, or is it 50%? I think it's 50%. Looks right. So this whole move here from 64 all-time high, 64.9 to be precise, 4.9k. To 30k. So there you go. That's kind of the same structure that we've got going on here, but it's a little bit different, but it's still very similar. And then we have October to December of 2021. So where's August, September, October to December. So October's there somewhere there to December, which is about here. About there-ish. So we have October, Bitcoin breaks previous highs, 64k. Let me have a look at what that was actually at. It was 69k, bang on. 69k, bang on. Pretty cool. So it breaks this previous high. Breaks ATH. Yeah, that is all-time high, isn't it? Yeah, 69k now. At 69k precisely. And then we have choppy structure. So this is where we have it. Choppy structure. There ain't really a downtrend. There's a bit of trending here. So we have the the peaks, lower highs and lower lows. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you get the point. Then we kind of have like a. I don't know what those look like. There's a bit of a downtrend here, but relatively pretty choppy. Like it comes all the way down here, then comes back up, and then kind of makes like a downtrend. So kind of a perfect way for a choppy price. So then what do we see? Key moment. November 10, 2021, new all-time high. Oh, so the previous one was October. That was this one. Which was at... This is the choppy structure I was talking about. It looks very volatile to me at the minute. Like there's no... It's a lot worse than this one. This one, I was thinking like, this one has a bit of structure, you know. A bit of trending here, a bit of downtrend, you know, nice and it looks nice and good. But yeah, it's got like a bit of strange like paranormal candle kind of movement there. But yeah, this place very volatile, very ugly, if that's the word to use in this case. So then we have breaks previous highs. What did it break it at? About a 67k. 67k-ish. 67k-ish. So that is this peak here. That one, and then that one was the all-time high. So, 1 second. Here. Where did we go? There we go, right, we are back on track. No way. Is this the move that we were waiting for? I'm not sure. It's a pretty big move, like, not gonna lie. It's you know, it's pretty strong. But we want to find the place where it's gonna, you know, get that. Trying to speak too fast. Where it's gonna get that liquidity, you know, grab. Because currently, I do think we're gonna get a big downwards movement. Well, just looking at the data that we currently have on our hands, and price has now just shot up from about 68,500 to 69,345-ish. So it's nearly a 1k increase in the space of about, I'd say, what, half an hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. What the hell? That's a 1 minute candle. So price comes from 68,492 to 69,271 in a space of 1 minute. 1 minute. That is pretty crazy. But yeah, back to our analysis. Pretty much it's like a analysis of what the market could currently do right now. So before now we're talking about all these things that happened before. So this kind of same scenario has happened 4 times, and now we're currently going through those 4 times that it's happened, like the similar structure and movements, breaking, you know, new prices, and peaks, lows, and structure breaks, and all sorts, and you know, choppy movement. And yeah, so now it's been twice that we've had that choppy movement. In this area, we have the same thing. Choppy movement. That is here. What is this goofy music? Right, so we have that choppy movement. Then we have the key moment, which was the November 10, 2021 new all-time high. That is this here. New all-time high. Previous all-time high was 64k. Now the new one, say if we are now in 2021, it is 69k. And now what happened was a weak follow through, Ethereum and alts started underperforming. So from December till January, breakdown confirmed. As you can see, from December to January, we have that big downwards movement. So December, Jan, we have a breakdown confirmed from 69k to 69L, we need 65 to 69k to 33k, which is first leg of bear market. So that's the 69k, that's at top. Let's brush. Throw 69k all the way down to 30k. This here. Where we got that tool? Arrow. Now we need a path. Oh, we can get an arrow. There we go. Nice, and we can get rid of this line then. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. Anyways, March 4th. March till April 2024. Post ETF pump, which was 2 years ago now. So the structure formed 14th of March 2024. Bitcoin hits 73k. So you see it went below, even down to 18k. So from 69k it went down to 18k. That's crazy. So now if we are to look at 2024, which was here, and then we have, no, that's too high, 74k, 3k. March 14, 2024. March 14th, 2024, BTC hits 73k. How can you dollars as well? 73k, which is here. We'll get a trend line. That's there. There we go. And then choppy movement. Look at that. No structure whatsoever. So we'll do a path. Choppy market structure. Messy console. Messy consolidation. So that is currently, well, that is what happened there. So then we have a key moment, late March, multiple attempts to hold highs fail. So we have May, June, July, we need March. That's at 60. I think that's that one, isn't it? Oh, to hold highs. So we have That's 69k, so about here. Late March. Late March. Multiple attempts to hold highs. That's at 64k, no 69k. Uh, 69k. Okay, kind of get it now. 2024 April breakdown. April breakdown. April. Yeah, it starts going down. So we can get a arrow. Breakdown. So 73k to 56k. So from here to about here, 56k, you see. So we have 73k to 56k equals a 20 to 25% movement. There we go, you kind of get the point. So, well, the choppy range is it's like a distribution. So we have the smart money exit in, retail buys break out. So the final thing that we've got going on was, so June 2019 was a fake breakout. April 2021, ATH breakout, all-time high breakout. This one. November 2021, all-time high breakout again. March 2024, all-time high breakout again. So it's pretty obvious. So in the last 3 times we have had the all-time high breakouts. So the price has obviously gone to the all-time high, which is obviously, like before we had a top of 20k, then 40k, then 60k, the 64k, sorry, then the 69k, then the 73k, and then after those last 3 times, the 73k, the 69k, and the 64k, all of those have had the all-time high breakout. So pretty much the price went to the top, which was that 64k, 69k, 73k, and then the price did a massive drop. So the first one was about 40% if I remember correctly. Let's just go back a bit and have a look. Ooh. Right, let's have a look. So here we have 69k, a breakdown again from 69k to 33k, and that was about a 69k to 33k. That was like a 50% downwards move. So that's about minus 50%. It's nearly more. It's actually probably more than 50%. It's from 69 to 33, so it'll be like, I don't know, 52 or 54 or something. I'm not too sure. 55 maybe. Let me do precisely. Price decrease from 69k to, was it 30k or was it 33k? 33k. Percentage. Oh, sorry. 52.17% to be precise, to be exactly precise. So 52.17. What the hell? Oh, we need text box. 52.17%. So that's for that. And then the other one we had from 64% from 64k, sorry, to 30k, which was a 50% decrease. So I am going to be back in a sec because I am going to, yeah, well, back in about 5 minutes. So let me just do that. There we go. So guys, I'll be back in literally 5 minutes. Alright guys, I am back. Hello. So, we were going through that market analysis, so let's keep going. So those were those 4 times when the market did the that similar thing that it did, and then so every single final move up is a trap. Every single time. June 2019 fake breakout, April, November, and March all-time high breakout. So all 3 of them were all-time high breakouts, like we just discussed. So 2019, June 26th, July. From the fake breakout was from July to August, and then the real move was September drop. 2021 was April 14th, all-time high breakout. That was a fake breakout, and then the real move was the May crash. And then the second part of 2021 was November 10. Fake breakout was a new all-time high, and then from December to January there was a big drop. And as for 2024, March 14th, that's a top date. So the first date I've mentioned in those previous examples was the top date. As for 2024 March 14th, the fake breakout was all-time high attempts, and the real move was the April drop. So if you go back to 2019, 2021, and even earlier this year of 2024, every Bitcoin formed this structure. So the final move up was actually, the trap. So based on these exact cases, we are likely in the late stage range with one more move or attempt up before a liquidity sweep lower or a larger expansion move. So that is currently where Bitcoin is at. So I'm actually getting sick of his music, man. Whole hip hop. Nah, this is trash. Trash. Whatever. We'll do with that. So we had that big spike. I think that's just before I exited that trade. Anyways, it's no biggie. I kind of exited the trade because I believe I was explaining this market structure kind of in depth. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of long positions being made. What's going on? So it's the same structure for Ethereum. It's not as choppy, but like from that right now, I don't think many people, I don't even think anyone can understand where the price is heading. But I mean, this could be that liquidity grab, but I mean, I feel like it's too early on to you know, for something like that to happen. Say if we go 1 hour. I mean, it could be. But then where else? We could be here as well. So around this area. So about there. Say price came up to there. But it's just like a matter of it's a matter of time, you know, before we actually see that happen. So it could either be, I don't know, today, in 15, I don't know, in 2 hours, or even a lot later on. I don't know, like in a week, maybe 2 weeks, where we get that movement happening again. But at the same time, it might not even happen. Like, it has happened 4 times already, but this is just like a similar structure that we've got going on. Like, it's not obviously identical, but it's very, very close. It's like, it's almost identical. So it's happened 4 times where the price has gone for like a liquidity grab, and then 3 of those times we've had the all-time high breakout. So the price kind of like goes to that all-time high breakout, but now then it goes down. But now we don't have that all-time high breakout. We've only got like well, the price topped out at 126k, which was in October of 2025. So we are definitely not going to see an all-time high breakout like we have the past 3 times. Simply because the price was on like a upwards movement. Like you see the high here, 126,208. Like we can only get that if we were going bullish, but we can't do that anymore because the all-time high is already set, which is at 126k. So from here, yes, that was the case. We can have a new all-time high break, a new all-time high. So we had that 40k, 60k, 64k, 69k, and 73k. Yeah, so then we had those breakouts in those 3 instances where we had the 2021, 2024, and the 2019. So yeah, pretty much now it's just geopolitics and regulation. That's what it seems to be like. This Iran war is kind of taking a toll on quite a lot of stuff, but fuel prices, everything's cooked, everything's super cooked. But yeah. So what we could have right now is, what we currently have is a post impulse in a range slash distribution range with Bitcoin holding structure. As you can see, it kind of has held that structure, especially here. Downwards move, but you know the structure is there. It's kind of not too bad. But then Ethereum already weaker, narrative still bullish. The combination usually is late stage range. So the most likely probability right now could be short-term move up, liquidity grab, target 70.1 to 70.6k, which is that fair value zone, which would be so 70.1, 70.6. Why am I getting them out? 70.1 and 70.6, roughly there. And where does that look? How does that look on a different time frame? Yeah, so that's here. Bang, bang, bang. So realistically, target would now be a short-term move up for that liquidity grab of 70.1 to 70.6k, and then we could have a deeper move, a deeper bearish move in that case. So the purpose would be to trap breakout traders, take buy-side liquidity, which will make it look bullish, but it's likely not a real move. And then step 2, move down, key level test, target 68k, 68.8k, Monday low, which I believe 68.8, which I believe has, it was broken, but it hasn't. Well, it's currently it's going back for a bearish, bullish move. So if 68.8 breaks clean, that confirms the weakness. It doesn't look like it's broken clean. It looks like a false break to me. So yeah, what we could expect if we have a break, we could expect a acceleration down and Bitcoin aligning with the Ethereum weakness. And if it does hold, that strength and range continues with a possible breakout later. So an alternative scenario would be immediate breakout. Bitcoin breaks Bitcoin breaks highs clean and holds above range. So we'll have new highs and momentum continuation. So right now, it does look like Bitcoin is not trending. Well, it doesn't look like it's trending at all. It's kind of like a building energy in other words, because like there's pretty much no trending going on. The market structure is very interesting, but at the same time, it's not too not too predictable. Yeah, like this paranormal candle here, like what even is that? And now it's just slowed down, and just look at it. It's, there's not really any, indication of price like movement of where it's going to go or what's going to happen. So, but yeah, for a real scenario, we would expect that the price does come to this fair value gap, liquidity grab, and then a big push down, and then potentially going through that low that we had, that kind of like a level that we had, which is the blue line here. So you can see it's broke through, but it doesn't look like a clean break, as we have a, well, it might be if the price kind of continues to go through. then it would be a sign of a breakthrough, and then that would mean that we have a, what do we have? A break of structure. It's getting a bit late. I'm a bit sleepy. And as for trading right now, I don't think we can really get any trades based off of what is currently going on, because we don't have any kind of structure at all. Like, we don't have anything going on. Yeah, this jazz music's making me feel tired. So this candle here might be like a, like an indication of maybe a bigger player wanting to get to that liquidity grab, and then have a, like a bigger move downwards, instead of the price already breaking through that key level and continuing. And now it just looks like it doesn't want to even want to go through that level. It looks like a pretty big move though. It's just a fact that it's like it's gone through. There's been a good breakout, but then it's come back, and then you've got this silly business going on over here at the end, and then now it seems like it's coming back through it, which might actually show that that level has been, broken through fully. $68,400 to about $69,200. textbook behavior. So now, where was that zone? I thought it was in 15 minutes. 5 minutes? Yeah, we are 5 minutes. So we could expect now a move until the previous peaks, which are about 69, 650. So this thing here is a bear trap. That's what it's called. And then now we have like the bigger players stepping in and kind of defending this level, as you can see. And they're not letting that price go through that level. So this is a perfect example of a failed breakdown. Price peaks below the level and everyone thinks it's a bearish movement, and then it reclaims it aggressively, which is here, and it kind of what's the word, liquidates all them short positions. So it's like a kind of like a well, it's a trap really. That's how that's what I said earlier. So what we have there is a trap. So realistically now we could expect the price to come back up to the previous highs that we had. So we could look at about 69,500. That price does want to come through that level. But if we now break through that level, then that was a failed trap. So let's have a look what happens now. So was that move for that 68,000? So was that move below the 68,000 a move, or was that a setup for a move? To me it kind of looks like a setup, but a failed setup, because that price has now broken through. You can see the amount of strength that the short positions have. but it could be a false break. $68,798, $68,798. But the buyers are very strong. Like, look how much they've, you know, slowed it down. Like, the amount of resistance there is pretty crazy. So, based on that, I think we can go for a previous high of about 69,600. $68,668 will do. $700. What the hell is this? You can see the long positions heavily outweighing the shorts. So for quite some time we had about a 60 to 30-ish. So now we've got about 65. Like, you can see how much strength is obviously, you know, in the market, and how much strength the long positions really have. Of, you know, not letting the price get through this level. So then if the next couple candles do seem, well not seem, if they are bullish, then that would be a very good indication that the price is now going the way that we anticipated, and expect the price to come to like those previous highs that we talked about earlier on. So the last three candles were bullish ones. So now I do believe the short positions would have a bit of trouble. Have a bit of trouble gaining that momentum to obviously push through, but you know, the momentum could still be there. It looks very, very two-sided at the minute, and we might actually get a bearish scenario here. So the buyers really don't want to let this play. So the buyers really don't want to let this price go. Like, they don't want to get that price in that level. You can see it's been like 60, 61% to 39 for quite some time now. Like, the strength is there, but it looks like the sell positions seem to be kind of outweighing them. But alright, it's looking very, very tacky at the minute. Not like a clear indication of what's going on. It could be a bit of consolidation. If not, then I do believe sellers will overpower the buyers and would get a bearish move down toward well, even a smaller well, that could have actually been that liquidity grab, so from like this area here. But yeah, if that does happen, then we'd expect the price to even go as low as even like 67k or even lower than that. Or even 62k or something. No, but the next low that the price would probably come to would be 67k. And now it's currently set at 68,700, so that's the two scenarios that could pan out here. But that's if the price goes past this area here of 67,500 approximately, then the next place it would have a bit of trouble getting through would most likely be about here, about 65k 800. Let's have a look. As you can see, it's you know, still pretty not looking good, not looking pretty. There's like a bit of consolidation currently going on. The price don't even know where it wants to go. So we're going to hold out for the time being until if we do get the price coming lower than this you know, candle tail, then we would probably exit the trade through a close by market. If not, then we could realistically continue to wait for that price to could that be a false break? I don't know, it looks a bit too strong. So to be quite honest, it doesn't look too good. Then the previous high would it be? Well, it kind of would be there, wouldn't it? Then the next one would be around here. market just looks very, very what's the word? Shit. I don't know if that's the word, but that's what I'm going to use. Okay. And we are cooked. Fantastic. What do you even call that? Like, what even is that? It's actually crazy. It is actually crazy. So now you have no clue where the price actually goes. It's kind of just doing these big movements in the, you know, in this. So what if we were to do some like, what's the word, scraping or scaling, I'm not too sure what it's called. It's like more trades, but you do like less. Scalping, I think it's called. So if it continues to just dance around like this, that'll be pretty good, because then I can keep doing the same thing I'm doing right now. But if it starts going beyond, then that would not be too good. So it's kind of like a accumulation zone, like a price accumulation zone. And then ideally we can 68,850. 68,850. 68,960. 68,960. Would that give us the same scenario or not? The price is kind of, it's kind of the same spot at the minute. Like there isn't really any, you know, movement towards anything. Like, just kind of staying in the same spot. just disappointing. It's just disappointing. Well, I mean, I could have actually saw that coming. Like, it perfectly stayed on that level. Like, you can see, look, perfectly touched it. The level is there. It even showed that the level is there, and it hasn't even gone through. We've got one false break, so we've got a confirmation of that level, a false break, and then two more. That is a perfect signal, and I just missed it. Great. That's like a perfect support level. And now we can expect price to come to that previous high, which would probably, well, that's a previous high, so it would be about 69159. 69159. No, we need 69159. 159. Six, 9, 1, 5, 9. Six, 8, 9, 6, 6. How does that make sense? So now what I'm looking for is an uptrend. Because that is how the market is currently looking, so I'm expecting that price to come up all the way up to that previous peak, so let's just keep our eyes open on that. But is that what we're going to see here? I'm not sure. Because by the looks of it, anything could happen. Anything can happen. But it would be a very nice uptrend. And that is kind of what I'm looking for right now. Not kind of, but that is what I'm looking for right now. So if you guys haven't checked out today's video, make sure you do. And if you guys also want to trade alongside with me, or are looking for a place to trade, then make sure you check the link in the description below. So there's a lot of interesting videos that I have planned. So make sure, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe, and you'll obviously turn your notifications on, and you'll get a notification as soon as I upload, so you'll be up to speed with the latest news, well, anything that's happening in the markets really. And then we have also got some interesting things lined up with like trading related videos on how to not lose your money, how to be profitable, well, more profitable, just like some key things to look for, some indicators, and just things like that. So yeah, but as I said before, link in the description below. You can trade on the same platform that I trade on. So yeah, if you're interested, you can go to the description below and to take a look. So the price just peaked above this kind of tail. Does look like a downtrend though. Let's have a look what turns out to happen. Turns out to happen, that doesn't even make sense. Well, it kind of looks like a downtrend to me, like we've got this here, and then the peak here, and then we can expect the next one to be like here somewhere. About 68983. How does that even make sense? Kind of that price would dip a bit more, and then we could open a position for a. What is going on? I can't even speak. We can open a long position. Stuttering all over the place. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. $6,957. 6,9. What? Yeah, it's looking a bit confusing. It's very hard to predict the price at the minute. Very interesting movement currently going on. So yeah. Ideally, I'd even want it to touch that level and show a bit of a signal on that support line, support level. Right, what is this song? Seems to be a lot of buyers at the minute. Not too much on the sellers. Ideally, I'd even want the price to break through that level and continue all the way down. If not, if it doesn't break through that level, then realistically, we can expect a reversal back up to the last previous high. So let's keep our eyes out for that. As you can see, it's not looking good. Like the price here, like it's just the same kind of movement that we had here. Not gonna lie, this has not been the best of live sessions. Very interesting market structure. The movements have been very unexpected and suspicious, but obviously we all learn. So yeah, I mean, one thing to take away from this personally would be that don't move, take profit or stop losses once a trade has been executed or has been opened. It kind of defeats the purpose of the whole like analysis thing. So I mean, I believe we all, you know, have some kind of habit or something that we do that isn't obviously right, and we know it's not right, but we still do it anyway. Like here, it's kind of like a okay downtrend, but then here it starts just getting very choppy and there's not really any structure there. There's no indication of where the price is really going, but yeah. So I believe that's that. See how, like in an instance, this was like a kind of like a trap. So the price is currently now kind of on that same level. It's kind of just bouncing there, you know, just chilling out and kind of testing that level. But it is constantly trying to break through it, and you can see the buyers are protecting that level, you know, with quite a lot, and they've been doing that for about, I don't even know how long, for about an hour. So for about an hour they've been protecting that level, kind of, so that the players obviously don't go through it. And yeah, I mean, it must be a pretty important level. It's because this level was actually first, like, obviously created thinking people were thinking, oh yeah, this is a breakout, this is sure a breakout, and then it's a fake. It's been faked. Like, then we have some kind of reversal, and then I believe it looks like a bigger player has obviously come right back up to that level, absolutely finished those lower short positions out, and yeah, now if it does come back into that level, then that would kind of be like a failed attempt, really. So currently we're just looking at the price, like we're just, you know, having a look where it's going to go, if it does break through that level, or if, you know, it doesn't. So we're just going to keep an eye out on what happens, if it does end up breaking through or not. So that's a pretty strong indication at level. So why does it not show up on the 1 minute time frame? That's why I don't understand. So it's touched it, I believe it's touched it. Yeah, now it's on a reversal by the looks of it. Keeps trying that level though. 250 traders. I'm in 6th place. What the hell? That's cool. Invite friends to boost your trading volume by 5x and win an extra 1000 USDT points. So you can see that those buyers are protecting that level by quite a lot. So it's about a 60 to 65% to a 35 to a 30%, no, a 35 to a 40% challenge between buyers and sellers at the minute. Buyers do seem to be protecting that level pretty hard. The price has come down to it about twice now, so we've had here actually 3 times, here and then again here, and then again currently kind of now coming to it. And yeah, the buyers are protecting that level. There we go. Very interesting market structure today. Like all of this, like I exited about here. Like I didn't want to just too much, and yeah, it's not been a good session today. The market has been moving very strangely in a way, and it's kind of unpredictable. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we've had a very good breakdown of you know, those things that we happened before for the market structure that we had previously of 2021 twice, I believe, 2024, and then the 2019 September. So yeah. So guys, that will be it for today's stream. And as always, if you haven't checked out the previous videos, make sure you do so, because they contain a lot of information, very important. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to stay up to speed with everything. Drop a like, and yeah, if you guys also are looking for somewhere to trade, you know what to do. Click the link in the description below. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.